On the surface, a typical groundbreaking, but you don't have to dig deep to realize this day has been a long time coming.
What we can do is just focus on moving ahead as quickly as possible.
For a decade and a half, the Little Mountain site has been nearly empty. Once the site of over 200 social housing units, it was sold to developer Holburn in 2008 to replace that housing, add amenities, and build for-profit market housing. But since over 700 residents were kicked out, only 53 social housing units have been built.
I feel bad about the whole situation. If it makes it any better, yeah, I would apologize for how it's taken so long. It was never the intention.
Today's groundbreaking was for another 48 affordable rental units. The mayor noting getting even this in the pipeline has been a process. His council even loosened requirements for Holburn on the project to speed it up at staff suggestion.
This thing was talked about, and there were no shovels in the ground up until we came into office.
The province's housing minister is quick to decry how it's all played out.
The entire thing has been, quite frankly, a disaster.
He stressed it was the BC Liberals who sold the site to Holburn, not the NDP.
The government at the time should never have sold private lands or given private lands to a developer with no real conditions about timelines, no conditions about paying interest back.
The Liberals, now BC United, say Premier David Eby has added to project complexity, rejigging the deal with Holburn.
He made it very clear he was moving forward and getting this project rolling and housing would be built. We're 3.5 years down the road. Nothing has happened.
Holburn says the building started today should be ready by 2026. An advocate for the site and former MLA is skeptical.
It would be funny if it weren't so tragic. I mean, 17 years ago, and it's not finished, and it won't be finished for years and years and years.
BC Housing says those displaced in 2009 will get the first shot at a new place in the new Little Mountain, after waiting about a decade and a half to move back. Liam Britten, CBC News, Vancouver.